Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back again with this new meta Sparky deck. I copied this off a top 20 player in the world and I've been loving it ever since. The mini pack is just so good against the battle healer. You have great zap bait with the Sparky, the Skarmy, and also the bats. And then if your opponent ever allocates any resources on top of your musketeer, usually you can go in for a giant bats push if they ever use their zap and fireball on top of the muskie, and you can just wreck them. Magic Archer is super prevalent in the meta right now, so fireball is a great addition to this deck, and if people ever have Inferno Tower, well, you have zap to reset it. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance with the current best Sparky deck in Clash Royale. I am so excited to announce that today's video will be sponsored by Might and Magic Era of Chaos. Era of Chaos is a high-level strategy game that is very difficult to master. The very best players have a perfect understanding of all 80 creatures inside of the game and all 20 different customizable heroes to build the very best army composition. As I've continued to play Era of Chaos, I've had a better understanding of grid formation, but I feel like there's just so much more to master and I'm never getting bored because the skill cap is just so ridiculously high. One of my absolute favorite aspects of Era of Chaos is their incredibly immersive campaign. The storyline and characters are incredibly interactive, and the music and the artwork are some of the very best I've ever seen on a mobile game. And one of the best things about Era of Chaos, there are 7 different types of game modes. So no matter what type of gamer you are, Era of Chaos is something that you'll enjoy. You can also play Era of Chaos with your friends and share gifts with them. You can steal resources from your enemies, but my personal favorite has to be competing in the clan vs clan leaderboards and rising to the top. Era of Chaos is downloadable for free on iOS and Android right now. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to go down below in the description of the video, click on that special link and download the new best strategy game on mobile. Our sauce out of good luck. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's good. This guy is really not doing anything. We just cycled zaps on each other, just chilling here, relaxing. And I don't know, dude. I guess I could go in for a Skarmy at the river and find out if he's got a log or not, right? If he's got triple spells, I would be a little bit sad. He's going to have tornado. Okay. So he's going to have a zap and he's going to have a tornado. So I want to just go for a Sparky. I think it's going to be a balloon. If it's balloon, I have to play pretty aggressive. I can't get to double elixir against him because he can just take my tower in an instant. And I have to have a really dynamic game in that matchup. Alright, so I can just giant here and then wait and see what he does. I want a musketeer if he's not going to drop anything in front of this baby dragon because the baby dragon just dies then. He could barb roll, but then it dies to the Sparky, so. Okay, this is really good. Really, really nice for us. Barbarians just die. I think the Executioner dies as well. Dang, Sparky's so fun to play. Even if your opponent has zap and they mess up like once, or if they don't have the proper card cycle, game's over. I love this deck, dude. So fun to play. Easy punishes. So obviously against P.E.K.K.A, you're going to have to play very, very slow and wait for your opportunity. But when you're playing against other decks that just don't have the proper answers to you, you shut them down. You win. You assert dominance. As long as they don't have Electro Dragon or Electro Wizard, you can just take towers so freaking quickly. I think Sparky, the best way that I could describe Sparky, you have okay matchups when they have like Electro Wizard and Zap. You have really, really good matchups when they have anything other than that. So like, let's say my opponent has log, or let's say they don't have any distraction cards. They're probably just going to straight up lose the game every single time. Graveyard, for example, is absolutely garbage against Sparky. It's a 5 elixir win condition. It's not really able to be dropped because I have just bats to deny it for full on the opposite side without a poison. So he has to have a huge elixir advantage. He has to... The Sparky, I don't know. The Graveyard just really isn't a great counter to it ever. So I don't know, man. I'm pretty like set on Sparky as a win condition whenever you're running against something that isn't going to be Electro Dragon or Electro Wizard. So you guys can have a lot of fun in these matchups. You can make people rage quit. You can make people probably throw their phones out of frustration because there's nothing they can really do. We're just going to keep spamming the river so nothing crosses. And then he is forced to just go in for a poison here on top of bats, but then he doesn't have elixir because he tried to get a tank with his graveyard. Even if he doesn't get a tank with his graveyard, he gets 3 crown because there's just too much stuff coming out as 3. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. It was an incredibly easy game, but it was a pleasure asserting dominance on you, sir. Hey, we're undefeated. Let's get it. Let's keep rocking through and winning every single game with this deck. Good luck here, and we'll see what's up. Definitely want to go for a zap just to cycle, and this man is going to go and cycle Skeleton. So when we see Skellies, we automatically assume that this guy is going to have a fast cycle deck. He's going to have nothing other than the Bomb Tower Miner Control deck. All right, dude. What are you running with it? Are you going to be rocking Ice Wizard plus Magic Archer, or just one of them? We'll have to wait and see. So, I could just go in for a mini P.E.K.K.A here. It's probably going to be our best bet. And then just chill a little bit. Mini P.E.K.K.A will get damaged by the bomb tower, but it's still fine. I want to save my fireball in case he has magic archers. So I'm going to relax a little bit. Mini P.E.K.K.A gets the most damage possible on top of that. So really good. I can Sparky in the back. Maybe he's going to have rocket. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully he doesn't have rocket. Sometimes they do have it. We just want to skarmy right on top of that. Should be able to kill the entirety of the wall breakers before any damage happens. And then the skeletons go backward. So that is going to be a nice positive elixir trade. Really solid for me, man. That's super, super clean. Then we can zap on top of the bats. And then he's going to be forced to drop skeletons or Valkyrie or something. He's going to log and then Skelly's probably right. Okay, that's what I would have done too. So we want to go for bats. And then go in for giant here. So then the bats go off to the side. And then sometimes he doesn't have an answer to it. But played that really well. Dropped his magic archer off to the side. The most optimal bomb tower placement. This guy's actually really clean. He hasn't really made any misplays. The only thing that went wrong for him was going right into the skarmy. We didn't even know that we had it originally, right? Okay, I don't know why he did that twice when he saw that skarmy was in cycle. I guess he was trying to debate me because he had log, but he didn't drop it. He's like, okay, he knows that I have log, so I'm just going to go for this play. I'm not going to log because there's no way that he drops the skarmy. So he tried to mind game me there, actually. He actually tried to mind game me there. So I played a little bit risky. I'm gonna go for a Sparky here. I'm gonna go in for a giant. If he drops anything, we can just kite into it. Okay. Okay, I actually not super comfortable with this, but if I go for a zap, I think that the musketeers are gonna be able to kill that. And we can go for some dual lane aggression. Bats here as well since he drops his magic archer. So we're doing a really big play here. Bats, musketeer, mini P.E.K.K.A on the right. That might be able to take the tower. He did just skarmy as well. Or he did just log, so we can skarmy here. No, he's gonna go for bomb tower. Why would I skarmy? Need a fireball here. He's gonna bomb tower, yep. Glad that I realized that. I caught myself. I almost made a bad play. I'm gonna zap that. Just so the bats die. I would have had to zap them anyway. He would have minored with it. Okay, so we're winning this game right now. I don't think he has a big spell, so let's just Sparky here. Yep, pre-log comes down. This might be a GG. I might have just lost. That was a little bit scary. He made a really good play there. I had to. I didn't have anything else. He debated me, man. Very, very well played on his end. So he's going to go drop bats. He's going to give me fireball value. Then he's going to Valkyrie right on top. Can't do too much about that. He's going to skeleton the Valkyrie, yeah. Can the giant break through or no? Giant needs to get one hit if I want to win this. Not happening. Alright, Valkyrie's out of cycle, so maybe we can do something like this. And the magic archer's out of cycle, so we're making a push with mini P.E.K.K.A again. He has a really bad card cycle, so that's great. I want to go giant at the river. And I think that this giant might be able to break through. If we go for a fireball right on top of the bomb tower on top of the Valkyrie, this could do something maybe. He did just log as well. Okay. It's not happening. We have to hard chill right now. Defend the virginity, boys. He's played this really, really well. Honestly. Very rarely do you play someone that's just doesn't make that many misplays at all. Okay. So the log comes down again, but I can't go in for a fireball on top of what we want, so we have to fireball the tower instead. And going for bats as well, because we know as soon as the magic archer's out of cycle, he's going to have issues with the bats. So I think the giant might do him here. If I had anything like magic archer, this would be so easy. But the giant will break through here. In the face of adversity, we do walk away with a W. Very good player. He knew all of his placements. He got me with a pre-log once. It was most certainly a pleasure to play against you, Red Black, and good luck in the rest of your grand challenge, dude. So we got a game against Maxwell. We're going to see what's up. We're going to sauce out a good luck. And we're going to drop a zap around the tower just to cycle. This dude is not dropping anything. He goes in for a Royal Ghost now, so it's probably going to be P.E.K.K.A. I love playing against P.E.K.K.A with this deck. It seems really weird because he's got Electro Wizard and Bandit to reset our Sparky. But man, is it fun for me to play. Just because if you're able to get them to cycle an Electro Wizard right on top of your Sparky, you mini P.E.K.K.A right on top of the Electro Wizard, their dreams just fall to pieces. Shattered in an instant. Their mental, it will just be so crippled after that. It's really fun. Anyway, we probably can go in for a Sparky soon. I don't think that he's going to be able to afford like an Electro in a spot that he wants to. Or, I think we mini P.E.K.K.A actually, because he could zap this and it would be kind of bad for me. We'll see what he does here. He's going to zap this probably. I think we zap this as well, just to kill. And then we go in for a Musketeer. That's going to connect. It's okay. I should have been a little bit quicker on the Muskie. He's already dropped zap, so the Bandit is going to come get a lot of damage on us. So yeah, at the start of the game, you're actually going to be at a little bit of a deficit because it's hard to defend adequately when they have zap and Electro Wizard. but once you have a good card cycle and you use like Sparky in the back and then kite their spam right into your Sparky with a giant, you can win the game super, super easily. The one unfortunate thing with this matchup is if you cycle your mini P.E.K.K.A like I just did, I was forced to honestly, then I'm going to be in a bad cycle for quite a while, to be honest. I'm going to fireball this so maybe we can get a bandit on top so then we can kill it with a mini P.E.K.K.A. He's going to zap, so that's really, really good. Super good. I could have zapped that for an extra hit. So one thing that I would have done differently, if I was a little bit more of a baller, I would have zapped that. It's a little bit busy commentating and not really paying too much attention to that, but it's all good. I think that we have approached our card cycle that we want. We can Sparky here. He doesn't have his zapping cycle, so it's really, really good for us. I don't know why he would battle ram there, but okay. We just want to go in for a Skarmy up high because he's probably going to poison. We don't want him to be able to poison the tower and what he wants. We can go for a mini P.E.K.K.A maybe. I expect the zap to come out soon. We just want him to hit skeletons here. Okay, this is really good. We can go in for a musketeer and bats. He doesn't have zapping cycle. Oh, it actually does. He didn't zap the right. Wow, he didn't zap the right. He didn't zap the right. What is he doing? He's a mad lad. Okay. Well, I was going to say, he doesn't have zapping cycle because he zapped that, but he didn't. So he kind of got kyled. All I have to do is just go and wait for my Skarmy to do its thing. I actually want to zap that so then the bandit doesn't break through and we win the game. I was so set on him zapping that so then the mini P.E.K.K.A wouldn't break through. But he is like, heck nah, man. I got to protect and defend the virginity from the Sparky. So we're going to win the game on the other side. So it didn't really matter if he did that or not. He was just deer in headlights. All of his focus was just on that, man. We can just go for a mini P.E.K.K.A. No matter what he does, the Giant's going to get the hit. And we win the game. GG, well played, and peace out. Even if the Giant didn't get the hit, we're going to fireball him out. Rough early game, but very easy late game. As I said before, the key to winning this matchup is slow rolling a Sparky in the back when you're up a little bit of elixir and when you can defend with either a Skarmy or kite all their units into you by dropping a Giant in the left side, kiting it right into the Sparky. So he's just going to go drop an Ice Spirit. We're not responding to that. He's probably got a fast cycle deck. I'm excited, man. Red Lightning. What do you have in store for us, my man? Well, you got Hog Rider. So we see Hog Rider and Log. You're going to have 2.6 Hog. Definitely want to make a huge counter push here with a mini P.E.K.K.A and a Giant because you've already cycled a lot of elixir. So he's going to have Musketeer. We want to go for a Fireball here. Hopefully we're able to hit the cannon as well. Nope, he drops the cannon up a little bit higher, but we are still going to be able to slaughter it with the mini P.E.K.K.A. So, pretty good spacing from him, and he's able to defend. But I think I win this as soon as we hit double, where I'm able to sauce out Sparkies here. So he's going to go Ice Spirit. I need to go Bats. I don't like doing this, but we're going to deny all damage from the Musketeer and make sure that the Ice Spirit doesn't connect to the tower. Pretty well played on his end. I assume that he's going to go in for a Hog Rider Ice Golem or something. So if he just hogs here, we're just going to let that roll. We're completely fine with the Sparky just hitting it and only one Hog Rider hit happening. So now we can mini P.E.K.K.A and Giant with the Sparky. He's already dropped a Skeleton, so he's going to have to drop Ice Spirit here. Ice Spirit is going to be the best way of defending against us. We like going same lane because we get great counter push with our Sparky. So as you guys can see, I'm defending with my mini P.E.K.K.A or my Sparky, and then I get plays after. I could zap that, or I could just let it die. I think letting it die is a little bit better. So then I can serve Elixir. And look at that, man. I'm at 6 Elixir, so if he Hog Riders opposite lane, we still have a lot, man. If you like Hog Riders, you can't do anything. This game is effectively over. So if you guys play against 2.6 and you hate playing against 2.6, this is probably going to be the deck for you. You can win super quickly without any issues. So we can just go in for Bats here in case he goes in for a Hog Rider. He can't really. We have area denial on both sides. So you can't really Hog Rider into Bats unless you have an Ice Golem or Ice Spirit. Can't really Hog Rider into a Musketeer, so it's really nice for me. I'm just going to be building up a huge push again. I'm going to go for mini P.E.K.K.A on the left. He already used his Log, so that means I can have a free Skarmy here, even if he Ice Golems. You can maneuver around it and drop the Skarmy in a spot that is able to kill the Hog Rider just. And go in for another Musketeer here, right on top. He's going to Fireball, but he's not able to hit the Musketeer because I knew that he probably would, so I dropped it further away. So he has to cycle to like 2 Fireballs here. I don't really think it's possible. He's trying to vigorously cycle back and forth, but just going for a Zap and a Fireball right on top of that Muskie. Get the Sparky shot and secure the W. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. As you guys can see, this is a very, very easy matchup, and it's one of the most popular decks in the game. So we're going to go for Muskie in the back. This guy's just going to have Magic Archer. I could Fireball that, but I'm pretty convinced that he's going to drop something in front of that because my Musketeer does win on a one-on-one battle, so it'll give me more Fireball value. As I knew, he drops an Ice Golem. So we're going to go in for a Giant right in front. We now slew an Ice Golem, and we also killed his Magic Archer for relative free. I could go for a zap here, but I'd rather just conserve elixir. I'm not going to get much damage out of that anyway, so I'd rather just go in for the skarmy as soon as the bandit's going to go in for a little bit of a walk. Could have even dropped it a little bit lower, I think. Okay, so we're going to wait. And then I think we go in for mini P.E.K.K.A and bats here. I think that's going to be the wave. Just so that does not get any damage on our tower. Then we get a huge counter push, and he doesn't have snowball in cycle, so he's forced to drop Ice Golem. And then he's going to go and drop Lumberjack right after, too. This is really clean, because we can just Musketeer that and kill it. I wish it was at a lower HP, so I didn't have to drop anything. Then I could slow roll a Sparky in the back. Alternatively, could have just waited. Could have just waited. Eating that damage, slow roll the Sparky, been up so much elixir. I think that might have been really good as well. Okay, so Bandit's out of cycle. I think we just eat this. As weird as it is to say, I wait for it to lock, and then we zap. Deny a little bit extra damage from him. Because his Inferno Dragon is going to be a menace, I think we have to just slow roll a Sparky, be up elixir, and then try to make a huge push after he like spams into us. So fortunately, he goes in for a Ram Rider right into us. That's what we wanted. We wanted something hefty like that. We're able to kill this. He might Lightning, actually. We'll see. Sometimes they have Lightning with Ram Rider, and that could be sketchy. It's okay if he Inferno Dragon's here. It's actually fine. We know for a fact that this guy's going to go for a snowball on top of the bats, but we want him to snowball the bats right now. I want to fireball this as well, just so we can kill the Magic Archer. Unfortunately, I have to go in for that a little bit earlier than anticipated. I need to zap this as well. He's actually playing this pretty well, but I can't support as much as I wanted because the double elixir wasn't there yet. So he's got double small spells. This guy's really annoying. Okay, we need a mini P.E.K.K.A here. I think that the Ram Rider still gets connection. It's fine, though. Ram Rider definitely does, fortunately. Then we're going to go for a Giant since we still have the Musketeer alive. He did use a Snowball, though, so I think that's an overcommitment. If the Ice Golem dies and the bats get on top of the Inferno Dragon, I think we win the game. So that's what we're going for right now. We're really going for the overcommitment of the Ram Rider. It looked really good for him, right? It looked clean. But in reality, he made a huge misplay. So we got all the damage back and more, and we win the game off of that. It's really important to understand when your opponent makes misplays, not get rattled, and make a calculative offense where you know that, hey, he messed up. I'm going to punish him for it. I'm going to take the game. I didn't know if he had Lightning, and there's no reason for him to not Lightning if he had it there. It was the only way he could have won the game, so I wanted to pre-Fireball just in case so we could knock back the Ram Rider and secure the game even if he was holding Lightning all that time.